Welcome into A Toast of Film. I'm your host, Ebo, and guys, got a nice little snackable double feature for you featuring dysfunctional relationships, blood, violence, crazy things going on. So stay tuned because I'll be reviewing two new theatrical releases. Went and saw them this weekend. That is Christy and Die My Love. And let me tell you, Die My Love could also be the title of Christy. Stay tuned. But we are toasting, since we're talking about Christy Martin. I don't know if I can get it in clear, but I got the Old Smoky Hunch Punch Lightning. You know, we're talking about boxing. Jennifer Lawrence throwing some punches and Die My Love too. So we're toasting. Salute. It hits. Punch. But let's start with Christy. And Christy is based on a boxer, the coal miner's daughter, Christy Martin. Out of respect for her, I'm going to refer to her as Christy Salters in this film. And she was a boxer from 1989 to 2012. She was inducted in the 2020 International Boxing Hall of Fame, the first year that women were eligible. She in total had 59 fights, 49 wins, 32 by knockout, 7 losses, and 3 draws. And this is our girl, Sydney Sweeney. You know, she's been trying, she's been doing different things. I do appreciate her trying things. She's doing a lot of different things. You know, she did the comedy, she's done horror, she's trying her best at dramas. I do think Americana is one of her best roles, but we'll get into Christy. So this is from director David McCod, who actually did a film I enjoy a lot, The King. And we got Sydney Sweeney playing Christy Salters. And we got Ben Foster. I don't know why I said Forster. Playing Jim Martin. Let me tell y'all, Ben Foster is one of those great character actors, but he does a lot of, you know, weird stuff. He always does a lot of characters. I do think probably his best performance, and I was looking at the wall, I don't own, it's Leave No Trace. That's probably, to me, prime Ben Foster. In this, though, this is the most despicable, diabolical you have ever seen Ben Foster. Jim Martin, let me tell you, I don't know if this guy really was this terrible, but man, he is despicable in this. He's just terrible. He's 20-something years older than Christy when they get married. He's her trainer. He controls her. He abuses her mentally, physically, and woof. But let me tell y'all some things. The mom sucks in this too. I forgot the actress's name, but the performance is good. I'm saying the character of Christy's mom is horrible. You're like, no wonder this poor girl, like, all messed up. Her mom is just like the worst. Her daddy's played by an old boy from Sweet Home Alabama. And let me tell y'all, yeah, Jim Martin, horrible loser, just a loser and a horrible person. But, you know, Sydney Sweeney as Christy Martin, she's bringing a lot to this role. You know, she's getting in there. She's doing some interesting things in this film that, you know, I don't really want to touch on. But she is definitely trying to be this leading actress. She's in this performance. She is this character. You believe she is Christy Martin. I hate, but I think it is true to term. I hate later in the film when she has more of her regular looking hair, because in the beginning she has this like dark, shaggy bob almost, and it really helps sell this character. and she gets lost in the character in some points, but then also she slips out. So, she's trying though. She's working on it, doing good. And let me tell you, old Christy Salters, we're being respectful. On November 23rd, 2010, very recent, only 15 years ago, she was stabbed, shot, and left for dead by her husband, Jim. And this girl, she's just a survivor. She's still kicking. She got married. One big thing of this movie is she is a closeted lesbian in this film. She's not like full out and about, but I mean, we're talking about the 80s, the 90s, the early 2010s, 20s. Like, that's a difficult time for individuals. And I think this movie overall, you watch it and you're like, it's fine. This could have been on streaming. I would have had just as good time. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 cheers. I think it does enough where it's enjoyable, but it's nothing that I got to be like, oh man, you got to go see Christy. Like, the fights are cool. She's giving a good performance. Ben Foster is just despicable. So he brought a lot. And let me give a shout out. Brian Hibbard plays this character, Big Jeff, who he's kind of like the owner or at least the GM of the gym. He looks like Elvis. Like, he has the big chops. He has the pompadour. And that dude, I love that dude. That dude was great. So shout out to Brian Hibbard as Big Jeff. But Christy could probably wait for streaming. All right, next up, we got Die My Love. So the year 2012, we had the end of a franchise, the beginning of a franchise, both of which would go on to gross $3 billion worldwide. We had the end of the Twilight franchise with Breaking Dawn Part 2. We had the beginning of the Hunger Games franchise with The Hunger Games. 2012, banger year. And what happens when you take those big, franchise leads, and it's now been 13 years later, and funny enough, the book was also from 2012. 2012, just out and about. I need to go grab the 2012 Blu-ray because this was a book by Ariana Harwicks, and the original title is Matate Amor, and this is actually the first book of hers to be translated into English. The original film was set in France. This American adaptation is set in Montana, and this is from director Lynn Ramsey, who actually, hold on, I know where this is on the wall. Give me a sec. There it is. Who did a film called We Need to Talk About Kevin. And let me tell you, We Need to Talk About Kevin, very uncomfortable film. Works with this too. I've got that movie because I'm a big Tilda Swinton fan, so I want to check it out. Not one of my favorites. And Die My Love kind of continues that trend. But we got Jennifer Lawrence as Grace. We got Robert Pattinson as Jackson. And I mean, the supporting cast is rounded out by Sissy Spacek, Nick Nolte, Lakeith Stanfield. So top tier cast. And all these people are bringing a lot to the roles because all these are nothing but seasoned actors and actresses. The problem with this movie weird as all hell. Okay, I'm sorry to put it that way. This movie is just weird. Jennifer Lawrence is crawling on the ground a lot. Just weird stuff. A lot of awkward scenes, like very uncomfortable to watch scenes. And then also, there's a lot of trippy stuff happening where, okay, what is reality? What is not reality? I feel like this film needed to be honed in a little bit because I'm okay with some ambiguity. I'm okay with leaving you, thinking about the film. But I feel in this one, it's just where nothing leads, nothing makes sense. You don't know what's reality. You don't know we just needed one establishing reality shot where we, as the audience, we have our handheld and we are told what is reality. So we have that one core point we can come back to. And I feel this never has that. So Die My Love, I think it's has some good performances because I'm excited, seeing Jennifer Lawrence try out with these weird, interesting roles. I'm always excited to see Robert Pattinson. Batman was great. Tenet, he's been doing some good stuff. It's good to see Sissy Spacek and Nick Nolte still getting work. I'm always happy seeing Lakeith Stanfield, even with such a small role. But this movie, it's not for me. I can see where some people might like it. I'm not one of them. I'm going to give Die My Love like a 2.4 out of 5 cheers. I don't think it's an enjoyable watch. It's very awkward and weird, and I just leave saying, "Oh, I don't really know what to do. I don't know what happened." But Die My Love, Christy, I think if you're going to watch them, check them out in theaters if you have like A-List, Unlimited, something like that. Otherwise, wait for streaming. Maybe there'll be a better experience at, your residence where you can just chill, get on the couch, turn out the lights, get popcorn, drinks, whatever you want. But guys, we've reached the end. And if you want to let us know what you think about Christy or Die My Love or any other films, I love hearing about films. There's so many ways you can do it, but best ways are check us out on Twitter at film_toast. Check us out on TikTok and Instagram, A Toast to Film, all one word. Or check us out on YouTube. You can see me in my little Mandalorian hoodie. You can see the new Christmas display, the Toast to Film display, the movie wall. I promise y'all, I'm going to do a full video of the movie room. I want to make sure it's good because I only get one shot to give it a full debut. But we make sure you tell somebody you love them, and we hope you have a good night and good viewing.